Regressive means it is regressed on itself. Auto means itself. Auto-regressive. It is regressed on itself means in the explanatory variables, in the independent variables, there are lags of dependent variable. Auto-regressive. Distributed lag means there are lags of independent variable. Distributed lags means lags of independent variables. So sometimes lags also impact the dependent variable. Why? Why it is so that lags impact the dependent variable? Sorry, not independent, it's dependent variable. Brooks says there are so many reasons. Often the change doesn't take immediately, it takes time. Sometimes we are not, for example, vaccination. In the beginning, people were afraid that there are so many side effects. They were not ready to be vaccinated. But now, when they are seeing the situation is like this, almost all are ready, in urban area at least, to be vaccinated. Means it takes time. For example, technological changes also take time. So lags impact the dependent variable. Clear? That is why we include lag. But in time series data, how do we interpret the lags? Generally, we interpret the lag as that this lag is important in forecasting the dependent variable. My point is clear or not?
Yes.
How do we interpret lag? Generally, lag in time series is interpreted as this lag is first lag or second lag is important in forecasting the dependent variable, because generally the purpose of time series data is to forecast, not always, generally. It is for forecasting purpose. Relationship is established between variables to forecast for the future periods. What is, I have not shared screen till now. I'm just discussing theoretically. Yes, Vandana and Sapna, I have not shared the screen. Yes. What is causality in time series data and what is causality in cross-sectional data? Any of you, what is causality in cross-sectional data? What is causality in cross-sectional data? Am I audible or not?
Yes, ma'am, you are audible.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am,
Yes.
you are.
What is causality in cross-sectional data? Yes. Any of you? What is causality in cross-sectional data? Simple. We were discussing yesterday. What is causality in cross-sectional data? Yes.
One variable is causing another.
One
being
variable,
affected by another
independent variable causes the dependent variable, impacts the dependent variable. It is causality. But what is granular causality? What is Granger causality?
That means there is
Lead-lag
no dependent
relationship.
variable. There is no lead and lag relationship.
Causality, generally Granger causality is the lead-lag relationship. In time series data, Granger says the event that will happen later cannot cause the event that has already happened. My point is clear? My point is clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Means it is generally, if we are talking about Granger causality, then it is lead-lag relationship. Now, why ARDL model? Because sometimes lags of dependent variable as well as lags of independent variable lead the dependent variable, or you may say cause the dependent variable. That is why we apply ARDL model. Now I am starting to share my screen. My screen is visible. My screen is visible.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Let's open the file. I shared with all of you table 5 to green. Let's open this file with eViews. Sorry, I should open with eViews 12. Same version you have. You all should also open the file. Open the file with eViews. Have you all downloaded PDF of eViews? Any one of you? Yes. Open the file. We have so many variables: inflation, money supply, real consumption, real disposable income, real GDP, real government, real interest, real investment. These all generally are converted to real data, not nominal data. It is real data. What should be the dependent variable? What should be the dependent variable and what should be the independent variable? Let's check whether real consumption is dependent on real DPI, disposable income, or not. First step is always to check graphically whether there is any outlier or not. View, graph, multiple graphs. Okay. Generally, no outlier. When we apply ARDL model, there are some conditions. First, we know which is our dependent variable. Second, any of the dependent or independent variables should not be integrated of level 2. What is this integration? Integration means a series becomes stationary after differencing how many times. For example, what is we were talking about yesterday, non-stationarity. This series, both the series are non-stationary. Whether these become stationary after first difference or not, let's check graphically. from default, convert difference. Graphically, we may say that now series are stationary, but we should formally check whether series are stationary or not. Graphically, we may say that after first differencing, the series are stationary. Let me check individually whether series are stationary or not. For checking the stationary, go to view, go to unit root test, standard unit root test, on level and intercept. Okay. Null hypothesis is real consumption has a unit root and it cannot be rejected. Whether there was trend or not, I didn't notice. I think there was trend. View graph. There is trend upward. There is upward trend. So for calculating the or testing the unit root test, we will apply trend and intercept. Okay. Result is same. Null hypothesis is real consumption has a unit root, means real consumption is non-stationary. And this null hypothesis cannot be rejected on the basis of probability value, means series is non-stationary. If we check the series, again, I'm applying standard unit root test on first difference, and first difference doesn't have trend. Now this null hypothesis has been rejected, means first difference of the series is stationary. Let me check real disposable income in the same way. View, unit root test, standard unit root test, on level, intercept and trend. Real DPI has a unit root, means real DPI is not stationary, and this null hypothesis cannot be rejected on the basis of p value. Now let me check whether series is stationary on first difference or not. In first difference, there is no trend, only intercept, and this null hypothesis is rejected. Means both the series are integrated of level 1. Condition for ARDL model is none of the series should be integrated of level 2 or more level. My point is clear or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Our conditions are met. None of the series is non-stationary or integrated of level more than 1. Both are integrated of level 1. Either it should be I0 or I1. Integrated of level 0 or integrated of level 1. Means either it should be stationary at level or stationary after first difference. Condition is met. We know our dependent variable. It is real consumption. Let's apply ARDL model. Go to quick estimate equation. Our dependent variable, real consumption. Space C, space, sorry, it's C space real PPI, disposable income. Yes. Change the method, estimation setting, method ARDL. Change the method ARDL. Okay. Now it says window has changed. When we were applying only least square method, window was like this. Now when I am applying ARDL model, windows has changed. We have to give some more commands. We have to give some more commands. What commands we have to give? It says, do you want to select the legs automatically, or you want to select manually? If we want to select the leg manually, we will click on fixed. Clear? If we want the legs to be selected automatically by eViews, we have to give the command automatic selection. How many maximum legs it should consider? It is quarterly data. We may say 5 legs. For dependent variable, maximum legs, it will be selecting out of maximum legs. For quarterly data, generally we go with 4 or 5 legs. I prefer 5 legs for quarterly data. Options. Which selection criteria do you want to be followed for selecting the legs? It is AIC, SIC, HQ criteria. Out of generally these criteria, AIC or SIC, what are these criteria? If we want to apply cross-sectional data regression, what is the criteria for selecting the model? It is R-square. Which model is better? Model with higher R-square is better than the model with lower R-square. When it is comparable, R-square is comparable when any condition, or we may compare R-square of any of the models.
Ma'am, units of dependent variable must be same.
Dependent variable should be same for the models. Dependent variable should be same for the models if we want to compare R-square. Same in the same way, we select time series models on the basis of AIC, SIC or HQ criteria. These criteria are based on the residual sum of square. These criteria are based on residual sum of square. If we want R square to be highest, residual sum of square should be lowest, naturally. If we want R square to be highest, then residual sum of square should be lowest. Means we select the model with lowest AIC. It is not exactly residual sum of square. It is based on residual sum of square. Means the main deciding factor is residual sum of square, but the equation contains T number of observations of time series data and K number of coefficients to be estimated. But the main deciding criteria is residual sum of square. So we want AIC or SIC to be minimum for the best model. We should go with AIC or SIC. Walter and Ernst say if you have large sample, then go with SIC. If you have small sample, go with AIC. And if you are indecisive, go with HQ, because HQ is the average of AIC and SIC. Means HQ, if AIC selects many lags, SIC selects comparatively low lags, and HQ selects average lags of AIC or SIC. Most of the times results are same. So you may go with either AIC or SIC or SC or HQ. Yes. By default, it is AIC. What is this coefficient covariance matrix? When we select ordinary or white or HAC, let we select ordinary only. By default, I am selecting ordinary, but I'll be discussing soon which of the coefficient covariance matrix we should select. Now, in the specification, we have given the command for dependent variable, independent variable, and maximum number of lags. Now, if you have any list of fixed regressors, generally list of fixed regressors means you do not want the lags to be included of any variable, that is called fixed regressor. Generally, these are dummy variables. Generally, not always, but if you want to include any independent variable, but don't want to include the lags of that independent variable, then that variable is written here. List of fixed regressors. Point is clear?
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, the list of fixed regressor, this will include the control variables also, ma'am. If in my study there is
Maybe any variable you don't want to include the lags of that variable is fixed regressor. Maybe control variable, maybe dummy variable. You have to decide on the basis of literature which variable should be fixed regressor, or on the basis of our data. If our data has any structural break, then we apply, then we introduce dummy variable for that break, and that break variable is included in this list of fixed regressors. Point is clear?
Ma'am, always dummy variable would
Yes,
be a
one by one. Yes.
Ma'am, always the fixed regressor would be a dummy variable. Like
No,
if we are considering
no.
structural break.
Generally, I use the term generally. Generally means not always.
When the
I
then how
use
can
the
we
term
get
generally. Any variable may be fixed regressor. If you don't want to include the lags of that variable is fixed regressor, but dummy will always be fixed. Clear? Because lags of dummy will not be included in the regression equation. Dummy is always fixed, but other variables may always be categorical variable. Categorical variable are fixed regressors. You want to include the lags of any categorical variable? Naturally, no. Any other variable which you know that its lag is not important in forecasting the dependent variable, you may include that variable in the list of fixed regressors. My point is clear or not?
Ma'am, it is, but I have one more query. Like, if we have a structural break, then it's going to have impact over years, right? So why don't we consider the impact of that structural breaks lag? So why would we consider it as a dummy as fixed regressor?
How you account for structural break in the regression? How you account for the what is structural break? What do you mean by structural break? Yes.
Ma'am, like there was depression in the economy in 2008, that financial crisis, if I consider that as a structural break.
Any policy matter.
Okay.
Yeah. How do you introduce this? How do you account for this policy matter in the regression equation? How? Please explain. How will you account for this policy change? There is some value related to this policy change.
No, ma'am.
Ma'am, there can be two methods.
It is only time period, structural break. We account for the structural break, only breaking the time period into two parts. If there is one structural break, we break the time in two parts. then how the lags can affect?
Okay, ma'am. Got it.
Yes, got it?
Yes.
Yes. In our case, we don't have any fixed regressor, so we are going only with real consumption and real DPI. Okay, these are the results. See the results. Dependent variable is real consumption. Method ARDL. Date and time is this. Sample is this. Included observations 199. It has maximum lags were 5. We have given the instruction to select out of 5 lags, and we have given the instruction AIC dynamic regressors. Automatic, it has selected 5 2 means 5 4 dependent variable and 2 4 independent variable. I always say if it is selecting the maximum lag as instructed by us, we should change the lags. Maybe it has selected 5 because we have given it the option to select out of 5 only. Maybe it wants to select more lags, but we imposed the restriction that you can select only 5 lags, maximum 5 lags. So I am changing from 5 to 6 or 7 for dependent variable. You may change also for independent variable. Okay. Again, I have given it the option that you may select out of 7 lags. Again, it has selected 5 and 2 lags, 5 for dependent variable and 2 for independent variable. Number of models it has evaluated are 56, means it decided out of 56 models which is the best model. Yes, these are the results. Real consumption. 5 lags of real consumption. First lag is important, second is important, third is not important on the basis of p-value, fourth is important, fifth is important, but jointly fifth is also not important, 0.06, but jointly these may be important. Yes. For independent variable,
Ma'am,
real
also not
DPI.
important.
Yes.
Ma'am,
Which one is not important? Second. Yes.
Yes, ma'am, second.
On the basis of 5% criteria, second is also not important. First and fourth are important.
Ma'am,
Yes. Let me complete for 2 minutes. Then you may ask the question. I don't know who is asking the question, but let me complete for 2 minutes. Real DPI. It is impacting the dependent variable. We know theory says that real disposable income impacts our real consumption expenditure. Yes. Then first lag of real DPI and second lag of real DPI. These two are also impacting, or these two are important if we want to forecast the real consumption expenditure. Means real consumption expenditure are function of, if we talk about only independent variable, then real consumption expenditure is the function of real DPI, its first lag and its second lag. And for its own lags, real consumption is the function of its first lag, its fourth lag. Generally, because we have quarterly data, first lag and fourth lag impacts the dependent variable. Other things, let's check. R square is 0.999, so much high. Durbin-Watson is 1.93867. This is the criteria of AKKI. information, and this is your F stat and probability of F stat. What does F stat shows?
Joint significance of the variables.
Yes, joint significance of independent variables, joint significance of coefficients of independent variable. Yes. Now, before interpreting the results, we should always check for residuals. View residual diagnostic, serial correlation, LM test. Null hypothesis is there is no serial correlation. Null hypothesis is there is no serial correlation, and this hypothesis is met. Or again, you may check for serial correlation for 6 lakhs, for 5 lakhs, because it has selected 5 lakhs. Null hypothesis again cannot be rejected, means there is no serial correlation. Naturally, it has selected on automatic criteria the lakhs when the serial correlation has been removed. One more thing, we want to check whether there is heteroscedasticity in the residuals or not. We talked about heteroscedasticity. I said yesterday that watch the video of yesterday's session before today's session. Yes, heteroscedasticity. Generally, it is checked with the help of white. We will be checking with the help of arch tomorrow, because we are going to apply this arch tomorrow. White. Okay. Null hypothesis is no heteroscedasticity. It is showing us null hypothesis is homoscedasticity, means no heteroscedasticity. And null hypothesis is rejected on the basis of p-value of F-test as well as chi-square test. Means there is heteroscedasticity. The PDF I shared with you important points. Check that PDF. What to do if there is heteroscedasticity? Yes. If there is heteroscedasticity and we don't want to model it, our purpose is not to model the heteroscedasticity. Our purpose is to apply the proper regression equation. Clear? Then we should change the covariance hypothesis to Huber-White. What happens if there is heteroscedasticity and we don't account for that heteroscedasticity? What happens if there is heteroscedasticity and we don't account for that heteroscedasticity, or there is autocorrelation and we don't account for autocorrelation? What happens? These value of T stat and value of probability, these are altered. No change in coefficient, but these standard error, T stat and probability value, these are not correct if there is heteroscedasticity and we don't account for heteroscedasticity. I am repeating. If there is heteroscedasticity and we don't account for heteroscedasticity, what happens? There will be no change in coefficients, but there will be change in standard error, T stat or probability. Let me copy it and paste to Word file for comparison. These are the results when there was heteroscedasticity and we didn't account for, we ignored the heteroscedasticity. Yes. Now I'm going to account for heteroscedasticity. Estimate. In option, I'm changing the covariance matrices. Standard errors are based on the covariance. And white, this white, coefficient covariance matrix, if calculated on the basis of white, then heteroscedasticity is accounted for. Covariance method with the help of white covariance matrix, heteroscedasticity is accounted for. Okay. Yes, these are the results. Again, there is no change though, but values of T-stat and probability are different. I'm pasting the new results here. Yes, let's compare. Coefficients are same. See first coefficient. It is 1.00987. It was same. Standard error of first lag of consumption. It was 0.73350. Now it is 0. Change the orientation to landscape. Yes. Now compare. Let me change the size of font size. Is it visible or not? Is it visible or not?
Visible hai.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, it
Yes.
is.
Yes.
It is.
Let's compare. First coefficient is same. Standard error, value of standard error has been changed. Value of T-stat has been changed, though there is no change in probability. But T-stat, because it has changed marginally, it was 13.76727 when we didn't account for heteroscedasticity. Now it is 13.50483. Second coefficient, value is same. Standard error has been changed. It was 0.099 something. Now it is 0.95068. My point is clear or not? Means if we do not account for heteroscedasticity, what is the impact on results? There is no impact on coefficient value, but impact on standard error, T-stat as well as on p-value. There is impact on these values. That is why we should account for heteroscedasticity as well as autocorrelation. Now, there is heteroscedasticity. We know there will be heteroscedasticity, but we have account for the impact of heteroscedasticity in our results. My point is clear. Now we may interpret these results. Yes. One more purpose of ARDL method is to check for long-term relationship as well as short-term relationship. Long-term relationship. How we may say that there is long-term relationship in these two variables. Go to view stability diagnostic. Sorry, coefficient diagnostic. Go to view coefficient diagnostic. Ward test or long-term form and bounds test. I am repeating. Anyone you may select. Both will give the same result. Coefficient diagnostic. Out of coefficient diagnostic, go for long-term form and bound test. It is the long-term form. Clear? It is F-bound test, which tells us about the long-term relationship. Long-term, no null hypothesis is no level relationship, no long-term relationship. How we reject this null hypothesis? If our F stat, we are not given the p values, we are given lower bound and upper bound of F value. Null hypothesis is rejected if our calculated value, this value, F stat calculated value, is greater than the upper bound on the required criteria. It is significance criteria, 10%, 5%, 2.5%, 1%. We are generally concerned with 5%. Upper bound value is 4.16 and our calculated value is 4.514762, means this value is greater than the upper bound at 5% level, means null hypothesis will be rejected. And null hypothesis was no level relationship, it means no long-term relationship, and this null hypothesis is rejected, means there is long-term relationship between these two variables. This long-term relationship is also known as co-integration. Co-integration. What is co-integration? What is co-integration?
As we have example that
Yes.
where the man goes, the dog will go around only him, because they both are tied up with a belt.
Co-integration means
Whenever the the same direction, the two variables are moving in the same direction. If one is moving positive, the second is also moving positive.
if the two variables are moving in the same direction, means blindly we may say that they are co-integrated. But there may be some underlying theory for the same. There should be underlying theory for the same. Badani sir, my guru in time series data, gives an example, lady with a dog. For co-integration, for long-term relationship, he gives an example, long-term relationship, lady with a dog. What does he say? For example, a lady is going with a dog, she is walking in a park, and sometimes dog wants to go another side and lady wants to go another side. They may go or not. They may go, but if there is chain around the neck of the dog and the other side of that chain is in the hand of that lady, what will happen? Now, dog may go the other side, lady is going. No, there is restriction. There is reason why the dog cannot go the other side where the lady is going. Because that chain is the restriction. That chain is the reason that dog should go the side lady is going, or lady should go the side dog is going. Clear? Only the criteria that you and some other person go on a walk and you are walking on the other side of a road. There is some relationship between you two. No, but if you are going with your family member or your friend and you are talking in between, or you are checking whether that person is along with me or not, whether he has not left far behind me, he or she, then there is relationship. You are moving in the same direction and there is relationship between you two. It is called co-integration. There should be some reason for this co-integration. Otherwise, the relationship is spurious. Two persons are going in the same direction with no relationship, any type of relationship, then there is no co-integration. But if there is any type of relationship and two persons are moving in the same direction, there may be co-integration. Clear? So reason, that reason comes from theory or literature. Futures prices, we were talking about spot and futures prices yesterday. The series are co-integrated. They have long-term relationship. What is the criteria? What is the reason for the same?
Underlying
What may be the
asset.
reason for the same? Yes.
Underlying asset is the same.
That is not the only reason. Underlying asset is the same. Arbitrageurs. Who are arbitrageurs? If price in one market changes, it impacts the other market because of arbitrageurs. Because what does arbitrageurs do? Arbitrageurs purchase the asset where it is cheap and sell the asset where it is priced high in comparison to the other asset. So demand increases in the market where price was low, and supply increases in the market where price was high, and this relationship, these arbitrageurs do not let the prices to be far apart. They keep the prices together, near to one another. If price in one market changes, then there will be impact on other market also because of arbitrageurs. Long-term and short-term interest rates, no underlying asset, but these are generally co-integrated. If these are far apart, what will happen? Person will borrow, arbitrageurs will borrow on the interest rate where it is low and will lend on the interest rate where it is high. Then it keeps the interest rates to move together for long term. There is difference naturally, but these interest rates move together for long term. I think my point is clear. It is long-term relationship. It is, in econometric language, it is called co-integration. There is co-integration, F-bounds test, this one. Clear? Then this is long-term relationship. Means it is same. You see, it was 0.660324 when, see this stat. No. Real disposable income. It is not same. When we checked the long-term relationship coefficient diagnostic, long-term relationship, it is long-term relationship 0.660234. Now you can say that 1 unit increase in real DPI will increase up to 0.6603 units in the real consumption. This is the interpretation for long-term relationship. One more point. If it is possible in this, let me check. It is same. It calculated the F stat and yes, it has given us co-integration equation. What step I followed? View, coefficient diagnostic, error correction form. Till now, I have, from the basic equation, I checked for autocorrelation with the help of serial correlation LM test. Then I checked for heteroscedasticity with the help of white, and I accounted for the heteroscedasticity. Then I checked long-term relationship with the help of long-term form and bound test, F test. Then I'm going to check another long-term relationship with the help of error correction form. If there is long-term relationship, then we apply error correction term, that is error correction form. That is why I checked long-term relationship or bounds test value before applying the error correction model. Because there was long-term relationship, that is why I am going to apply error correction form. Yes, this is giving us this. What does this mean? Co-integration. Condition is coefficient should be less than 1 and it should be negative rather, and it should be significant. Means it should be significant means, what does it mean? If there is any disequilibrium, in disposable income and real consumption, 1%, 0.01 means 1%. 1% of that disequilibrium is adjusted in the next quarter, in the next period. Clear? It is the interpretation of this co-integration. I think my point is clear. One more thing, yes, last from my side, one more thing. Generally, you may say in research papers, it is model selection summary, criteria graph. Sometimes it is given in the research papers, top 20 models. It is giving us the value of top 20 models. The best model is 5.2, and it is giving us, it tried many models. Out of these, best 20 models are like this: ARDL 5.6, 7.4, 6.7, 7.3, 5.7. This 5.6, 7.4, these are the lags of dependent variable and independent variable. And finally, the least value was 8.6277, and it was for the model ARDL 5.2. Yes, now question, and then we will move for R, ARDL with R. Yes, one by one, question from your side.
Ma'am?
Yes, yes.
In the table where you check the lower bound and the upper bound.
Yes.
And the table before, above that, there was a p-value. So I hope we also do check the p-value in order to examine the long-run relationship, ma'am.
There was p-value.
Yeah, ma'am. Above that,
I doubt there was p-value. Where is p-value?
ma'am, before that table, above that table,
No, it is not F-stat. P-value, yeah. These are the coefficients.
Yes, ma'am.
These are the coefficients. These are not for long-term. We interpret this equation after this equation, after calculating these are not the p-values of F statistic. These are the p-values for these coefficients.
Okay. So, ma'am, if we see these p-value, what we will interpret, ma'am, then?
Which p-value?
Ma'am, like we have predicted that yes, there is a long-term relationship on the basis of this upper bound and lower bound. Okay, ma'am. On the basis of
what are these upper bound and lower bound in statistics? What are these upper bound and lower bound? What do you mean by upper bound and lower bound?
Ma'am, these are critical values.
Any other participant? We are going for advanced econometrics, and this is the basic question of not only econometrics, it is the basic question of stat. What are upper bound and what are lower bound and upper bound? And what is the decision criteria on the basis of lower bound and upper bound? You know about confidence interval. You know about confidence interval. What is confidence interval? It is on 5%, it is 95%, lower value and upper value. Clear? What is
Yes, ma'am.
confidence interval? When you apply t-test in M.Com or B.Com honors, when you applied t-test, there were two methods, on the basis of table value and on the basis of confidence interval. These are the confidence interval. And if our test statistic lies in between these two, lower bound and upper bound, then it is not significant. But it is outside these two, then it is significant. But for F test, for bounds test, we do not consider the lower bound. We consider the upper bound. You may consider the lower bound, but researchers say no, it should be the upper bound that should be considered. My point is clear. These are confidence interval on 10%, 5%, 2.5%, and 1% level. And what is the basis of decision on the basis of confidence interval? The criteria is that our calculated value of test stat, whether t-test or f-test, it should not lie between these confidence intervals these should not lie between these intervals to be significant. For being significant, it should be outside these confidence intervals. And I am talking about only upper bound. If it is higher than upper bound, that means it is outside these interval. See, at 1% level, I didn't say it is significant. At 2.5% level, I didn't say it is significant because it lies between these two. And at 1% level, it is less than the lower bound. That is why I cannot say that it is significant on 2.5% level of significance or 1% level of significance. I'm saying it is significant at 5% level of significance because at 5% it is higher than the upper bound. My point is clear now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Any other participant? Any other question?
Ma'am, when we apply long run and short run bound test to examine for short and long run
Very short
coefficient.
term bound test. Why are you getting confused? I applied only long term bound test.
But ma'am, how can we get short run coefficient?
Yes, then ask this question, that how will we determine the short term relationship? I didn't apply short term bound test. There is no short term bound test.
But ma'am, its name was long run form and like this.
Yes.
Bound test.
It is the question. It is the valid question, that how can we determine the short term relationship? Yes, it is in the same table, long term form and bound test. D, when we regress the coefficients, D, it has been regressed. When we regressed the coefficient and it is, sorry, not regressed, when we difference the variables, then the relationship is short term. When we difference the variables, the relationship is short term. And when we apply in level, the relationship is maybe long term. Point is clear or not? Short term relationship is on the basis of these different values. Clear? Short term relationship is on the basis of these different values. There is another condition for long term relationship, that our dependent variable should be integrated of level 1. For long-term relationship, there is another condition that our dependent variable should be integrated of level 1. If our dependent variable is integrated, if our dependent variable is I0, means it is stationary at level. If our dependent variable is stationary at level, then there cannot be long-term relationship or co-integration between dependent variable and independent variables. I hope you got it. If our dependent variable is I1, integrated of level 1, then there may be long-term relationship between dependent variable and independent variables. But if our dependent variable is integrated of level 0, means it is stationary in the level, then there cannot be long-term relationship between dependent variable and independent variable. And this table, difference values, D real consumption minus 1. Real consumption minus 1, real consumption, real DPI minus 1, real consumption, D real consumption means difference value. This is the short-term relationship. In short term, second one is significant, third lag is significant. In short term, second and third lags are significant. And for DPI, first lag is significant. It is in short term. I think my point is clear. This with the D before the variable name, it is difference. It is the short-term relationship. You may interpret this relationship on the basis of P values. I think point is clear. I think
one more
point is
question,
clear.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
It is clear, ma'am. One more query.
Yes.
Ma'am,
Yes.
while reporting the results into paper, all the coefficients of lagged values of independent and dependent variable are to be reported. Means can we?
Depends on which paper you are
significant-
writing, in which paper, and what is your experience, in which journal you are writing, for which journal you are writing, and what is your experience. If you are writing your first or second paper, you may go with all the values. But if you are experienced one, then you will be giving the important values only. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
You may say in short term, these values are not reported and may be collected from the author on request. Clear?
Yes, ma'am. Got it, ma'am.
Yes. Any other point? Any other question?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. One more point.
Yes.
Ma'am, here in the coefficient is considered as a fixed regressor in the above model.
Yes. Point
Ma'am,
is
they
not
describe.
clear.
Ma'am, they described as a fixed regressor is C, that is constant. In the first result.
Why do you say C as fixed regressor? What is C?
C means constant. C is constant, ma'am.
Means
Constant.
why do you want to put that in fixed regressor? Is it regressor? C is regressor.
No, ma'am.
C is only coefficient. We are talking about dependent variable and independent variables.
Yes, ma'am. But in the result, they are showing that the C is a constant as a fixed regressor. So, do we need to report that?
Yes, C is also reported. Whether it is significant or not, C should be reported. In this case, C cannot be negative. It is showing negative. When it is not, whether real consumption can be negative? No, it cannot be negative. Clear? But
Yes.
it may be negative if there is some problem with the person. He has to sell his consumption items to collect money for some other purpose. It may be, but generally it may not be negative. And because generally it may not be negative, that is why it will be reported, and you will say that this will not be interpreted because it has no economic or statistical value. My point is clear? It has no statistical value because real consumption cannot be C. Constant means minimum real consumption cannot be negative. That is why I am saying it has no statistical value. You will be reporting and you will be writing this in your interpretation. That's that because it cannot be negative, that means it is, you want to say it should not be included in the regression equation because it is not significant.
Above the model, they said that a fixed regressor is equal to constant.
Share your screen and show me what do you want to
Ma'am, not
do.
in your screen.
Yes, I'm not getting your question.
Ma'am, in the first model result, that they have described that the fixed regressor as a constant.
Where I have said fixed regressor as the constant?
Ma'am, in the result, in the output pair.
Okay, means it is saying
Yes,
that
yes.
fixed regressor, this point, fixed regressor is C, means it is saying I have not taken any leg of the C. No need to write this. Clear?
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Because we are here writing
Means,
the dummy variables.
means
Na?
lags of others are there, but no lag of C. That is why it is reporting it. But we will not report it.
Okay.
Because Brooks says that this is the regressor coefficient, constant is the regressor, but generally it is not taken as, it is regressor, but it is not the variable, it is not the variable that impacts the dependent variable.
Okay.
Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. But whether it is important or not, we should not leave it. Clear? For reference, you may refer Introductory Econometric for Finance, Chris Brooks. Clear cut. It has given 2 or more reasons that C should be there. C should not be dropped, even if it is not significant. It should not be dropped. Yes. Any other question? There is one more NARDL. No
Yes,
linear
ma'am.
ARDL. Yes.
Ma'am,
Yes.
if we want to report the results of Granger causality along with the ARDL model, then either we should use pairwise Granger causality or we should use Bloch exogenity word based on Bohr.
It is today's topic. It will be covered when we'll be covering multivariate models. We are covering only single models, single equation models. Why we are talking about multivariate models? It is the topic of last day, multivariate models. We will be covering that topic.
Okay,
it is
ma'am.
my first workshop where participants are so many, and I am not comfortable with this. We will be covering, I have taken more than 50 workshops, and whatever I promise to give, I give always. All the topics are covered, always covered. Yes, any other question from the participants?
Yes, ma'am. Can co-integration equation is more than
Yes.
one? Hello. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Number of co-integration equation depends on number of variables. If we have 3 variables, then number of co-integration equations may be 2. Means it is 1 less than the number of variables. Maximum.
Okay.
If we have
Okay,
3
ma'am.
variables, co-integration equation may be 2. If we have 4 variables, co-integration equation may be 3. Yes. Any other?
Ma'am, my question is ECM. The term ECM term is more than one. Can
No,
ECM
it
term
should
is more
not
than
be more than 1. It will also be covered on the last day. Please keep your question in your mind or write that on your paper. Clear? It will be covered when we'll be covering multivariate models. Clear?
Okay.
It should be for co-integration equation, it should be negative. For error correction models, it should be negative, less than 1 and significant. But this topic will be covered on the last week. Clear?
One more question, ma'am.
Yes. We don't have any time for R. The persons who have registered for R. Yes. Yes, your question.
Ma'am, when we means in your model, R squared value is so high, it is 0.99. But if R squared value is low in such time series model, is it
When a non-stationary series is regressed on another non-stationary series, you will find the R square value so much high. Always. Always. When you regress any non-stationary time series on another non-stationary time series, R square value is always high. It is more than 9, 0.9, more than 90%. Always, not an exceptional case. Clear?
So, ma'am, if it is low, then it is not a big issue.
Doesn't matter. I never talk about R square in my workshops when I am working with time series data. R square is not so important. It is sometimes it is negative even. But if our model is otherwise fit, then we may go with that model. Sometimes it will be negative. Okay? It may be negative. Chris Brooks clearly says it may be negative. Clear? So that is why while estimating options, for model selection criteria, I didn't even talk about adjusted R square. I talked about these 3 models, but not talked about adjusted R square, because it is when we are going to work with cross-sectional data. It is important when we are working with cross-sectional data, but it is not important when we are working with time series data. Any other question? See, it is saying that our standard errors are now consistent with heteroscedasticity. Means heteroscedasticity is still there, but it has been accounted for in our results. Any other question? Or should we start with R? It is 5:14. Yes. We have to apply ARDL model with the help of R also. Should we proceed?
Yes.
Or other question? Yes. Open the same file with R. Open R and import the same file, table, but I will recommend you should change the name of this file, because file name is used many times in R. So try to change the name of this file. It is long and it contains special characters also. I am renaming it as green. Yes. I'm going to import this file. Import data set from Excel. Which file? It is on desktop. It is green. Open. I'm changing this to date and importing it. Clear? Same method, regression we will be applying. First condition to apply ARDL model with R is we should have the package tools, install package, and package was ARDL. I have already installed and I instructed you yesterday to install this. Yes. In eViews, we selected lag on the basis of automatic selection. But for R, we have to decide how many lags should be included for the variables. I am repeating, eViews automatically selects it, but we have to select. First point is we have to decide how many lags we should include for variables when we are working with R. Yes. What is the step? Right here, ARDL in command ARDL. Again, it gives other options for ARDL. ARDL has 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 options. This Denmark is data. ARDL has 7 options in R. ARDL model. Next is auto ARDL. It is used for selecting the lags. Auto ARDL. It is used for selecting lags. Yes, we will be selecting lags with the command auto ARDL. Yes, see, when I have clicked on auto ARDL, it is giving you should write formula, data, maximum order, and selection. ARDL. Formula. Formula means you are dependent variable, then independent variable, then in between there is a mark. I'll be telling you. How do we write regression equation in R? It is dependent variable. What is our dependent variable? It is real consumption. CONS, REALCONS. Then this symbol, I don't know what it is called. By pressing shift and key above tab. Real consumption and our dependent variable is real, it was real DPI. Yes. Next thing is, where is your data? Where is your data? Our data is in the file. Data is equal to, data is in the file green. Here, data is in the file green. Next, you have to give maximum lags. I am giving 7 and 7. You may give maximum lags. Command for this is, sorry, it is not written directly. MAX, maximum order. Maximum order is, maximum order is 7. We don't have any fixed regressor, so no fixed order. Selection criteria is, comma. Selection criteria is, what should be our selection criteria? It is AIC. It is written in, string is written in inverted commas in R. Maybe there are some mistake. We will be improving if there is any mistake. Error. Variable real consumption, real DPI not found. Real consumption, real DPI.
Ma'am, I think it is case sensitive.
It is
Case sensitive. The variables in our table are
maybe. What is the other solution?
Ma'am,
What is the other
Maybe
solution?
maybe
press
file
Ah,
File
yes,
not
we may give file name first. ARDL. That is the best option. ARDL. Auto ARDL. Then green. Then dollar. Real consumption. This symbol. Green. Then dollar. Real DPI. Clear? You may write now data or not, because you have already defined the data. Data is in green file. Then maximum order. It is 7, and for criteria we write selection is equal to AIC. Let's see whether it is correct or again there is any problem. There is some problem. Data is there. It should be there. It is real consumption. Name is same. How it has imported the data set? Data set from Excel. Browse. Desktop. Green. Okay. It is year. Yes. It is date. Real consumption. Numerical. Real DPI. Numeric.
Excuse
Yes.
ma'am.
It's
I'm जो variables
first
के
row names. Sheet default. Okay.
Ma'am,
name
ma'am,
capital में mention.
Yes.
we'll keep the same command, but real cons and real DPI we will change it from small letter to capital letters.
I wrote first
No.
in small letters and then in capital letters.
No, but then you added the green data file name also.
Yes.
So we'll not take that data file name. Instead, we'll start with real cons and real DPI, and then in data we'll take green. Let us try,
ARDL.
ma'am.
Yes.
Just a
ARDL.
trial. If
Auto
I'm wrong, I'm
ARDL.
sorry.
Yes. Formula. Real consumption. Then this real DPI, comma, data is in green. Then next is maximum order. It is 7. Then selection criteria is AIC. Let's check what happens. Yes, it is giving now could not find function AIC. Okay. It is case sensitive and it is the problem AIC. Hope this will give results this time. Yes. Yes, it will be giving us result. It has given us the results. See, these are the results. See, these are the results. Because of the reason it is case sensitive, this was the problem. Otherwise, our command is fit. Clear? Auto ARDL, select the model. We are going to apply ARDL. Our dependent variable is real consumption. Our independent variable is real DPI. Data is in green. Maximum order we have given it 7. Selection criteria is AIC. It has given us the best model 5, 7. It is selecting 7 lags of independent variable. See, it is real consumption, it is DPI. Lowest value is with 5, 7. And it is giving us 20 best models the same way. EViews was giving us. I am again pasting the same command, but now I am changing the maximum lags from 7 to 10 because it has selected the maximum lags for one variable. It will be giving us the result. Yes. Now it has selected which order? Best order is 5, 10. Real consumption, real DPI. Yes. Again, let's paste the command and change the order from 7 to 12. What happens? Yes, the best model is 512. Yes. Now we gave maximum 12. It has selected best model as 512. Yes, there is some problem. Okay. I have changed the maximum order to 15. It is the best model is 515. There is some problem, not with my command, but there is some problem with R. It is selecting the best model because see, real DPI is important. It is saying it is important even at 15th lag. But arbitrary to show you how to apply ARDL model with R, I am selecting 5.2. You know, there may be some problem with the data. You know how to select the, I have taught you how to select the best model. Clear? There is some problem in 5.15. There is some problem with selecting the lag. Let's go with 5.2. How to apply ARDL model. After selecting, let me try one more. Maximum order, then fixed order. Even after including constant, it is selecting the same 5.7. Let's go with 5.7 and apply ARDL. How to apply now ARDL? ARDL. Yes, ARDL. See what it is saying. Formula, data, maximum order, No, it is for auto ARDL. We want to apply ARDL. ARDL formula, data, order, start null, end null. This should be the command. ARDL formula, data. You may note down for ARDL formula, because while clicking, it may not be there. Formula, data, then order, then start is equal to null and end is equal to null. Yes, I am going to apply ARDL. Yes, ARDL. First thing is we should give formula. What is our formula? It is real consumption and real DPI. Second is data. Where is our data? Data is in file green, I should say. Then next thing is you have to specify order. Order is equal to, I'm going with 5 and 2. Then next one is start. Start is equal to null. Space end is equal to null. Enter. Error in match, X table no match. Let's copy it again, write it. Real consumption, real DPI. Let's write again ARDL. Then we are going to apply ARDL. Formula is,
Ma'am, its order should not be in concatenation brackets.
but
Ma'am, means I want to say
Real
that where we
consumption.
reported the order.
Order is not.
Ma'am, we will not give order in concatenation, means we will not concatenate the 5 and 2 values.
I'm not getting you. Real DPI, then data. I'm not getting you. What are you saying? What are you saying? I'm not getting you.
Ma'am, means order जब हम इसको command देंगे तो order is equals to C bracket 5,2 नहीं आएगा. I think so.
It should be 5-2.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. When
No,
we write
it should not be like this, because
order-
only string is written in this. Because
no.
only string is written in this.
Sunita, ma'am.
Yes.
What Vandana is trying to tell is order must be written in concatenate form. That is, order equals C, open the bracket 5,
Yes,
7,
yes, ma'am.
2, and close the bracket. That is what she is trying to say, ma'am. See, order equals C, small letter C, open the bracket.
Okay, okay, let me see.
Yeah, we'll just try it out because what she is telling makes
Okay.
sense.
ARLQMST is
Everything same,
right,
but
no option. Again, TMDUSMST is totally compliant, no option. So it's a compliant
Real
account.
consumption.
Unilever MST is not reported. Correct now?
real consumption tilde function real DPI, comma
Yours Unilever as
data is green.
okay.
Data is green.
So what do you have in this committee? I have compliant, non-compliant, and not reported. So I don't know.
Comma.
Okay.
Order.
If I come here, number of
Order is equal to.
Order
It
equals
is saying,
small
let me
letter
see,
c.
let me see. Order NA last to decreasing force method C.
deleted.
Order is equal to C.
C, small letter c.
Okay. Order is C.
Small letter c. Oh,
C.
open the bracket.
Then
No, open the bracket.
it should be 5.
Yeah, 5, comma 2.
2.
That's all. Let's try it out.
Yes.
Start null and end
It
null.
was the only mistake. It was the only mistake of
Yes.
writing the order. Yes.
Yes.
It is 5, 2. Clear? These are the results. It is coefficient of intercept, then coefficient of real consumption -1, real consumption -2, real consumption -3, real consumption -4, then 5, and real DPI -1 and -2. Yes, but it has not given us the other values. The next step is, after applying the model, we should give this model a name. Clear? Because for F test, means bound test, etc., we have to write object and we have to write again and again this model. So I am giving it the name model consumption and DPI. Model CD is equal to, I am writing this model. My point is clear? I am writing this model and I am giving it the name as model CD. Enter. See, it has given model a name CD, so that for applying other tests, for example, bound test ARDL, bounds F test. See, it is saying you should write object, then case, then alpha null. No need to write these. Just we have to write bound F test, object, and case. F test, then object. What is our object name now? It is model. I have given the name model CD. Clear? It was object, then case. There are different cases. 1, 2, 3. Case, C. It is an integer from 1 to 5 or a character string specifying whether the intercept and or trend have to participate in the short-term or long-term relationship. Clear? It should be in co-integration equation. It should be C and trend should be there or not. Case, presently I am writing 1. Sorry, there was something else also. Yes, no linear. It is saying for first case, no constant, no linear, trend, but we are applying long-term model. So should be case 2 or case 3. My point is clear? It should be case 2 or case 3. In case 2, in case 2, it enters in short term, and in case 3, it enters in long term. Yes. These are the values. Bounds, wall test, null hypothesis is no co-integration, and F value is 4.5148. It has given us the P value. No need to check for upper bound. It has given us the P value. F statistic is significant, means null hypothesis of no co-integration has been rejected. We may also check the summary of this, summary of our model, and our model is MODEL, model CD. Summary of the model. See, this is the, see this summary. It has started from 6. Why it has started from 6 and end on 204? It has started from 6 because 5 lags we have included in the model. Then these are the residuals. Minimum value is this, minus 72.077. This is the IQ. This is the maximum value, first quartile. This is the third quartile, and this is the median. And these are the coefficients, standard errors, and T value, and these are the P values. Clear? These results are same that were shown by the EViews model. EViews. Clear? It is the summary of our model. And for that, we have to name our model, and I have already named my model. My point is clear or not? Yes, point is clear or not? Residual standard error is this. On 190 degree, it is the R square. See, the value is same. Again, F stat is also significant, means our model is overall significant. Which coefficients are significant at 1% level or 5% level? See, it is on the basis of asterisks. If we have 3 asterisks, means it is totally significant. If we have 2 asterisks at 1%, at 0.1% level. If we have 1 asterisk, it is at 1% level. If it is dot, it is significant on 5% level. And if nothing is there, it is significant on 10% level. See, these are the dots, means these are significant. Dots are significant at 5% level. This is significant at 5%, or on the basis of P value, we may decide whether it is significant or not. Clear point? Clear point? Next is, we have applied bounds test. We have checked statistics, summary statistics. Then now we are going to apply co-integration. ARDL. Yes, we are going to apply co-integration. Commands are object and case. Our object is model CD, comma, case is for long term. I am writing 3. Yes. These are the results. It has given the results 1917. It is co-integration equation. Clear? It is not so much how to interpret it, but we should apply multipliers. ARDL. ECM bound test for co-integration. Yes. Multiplier. Object, then type, long term or short term. Long term or short term means you want to get the multipliers for long term or short term multipliers. Yes, our object is model CD. Then next is, what was that? It was case. Multipliers. Multipliers, type, sorry, type. It is object and type. Object is model CD and type is because it is string, we are writing it in yes. These are the results for long-term multipliers. Clear? These are same as were shown by EViews or not? These are same. Intercept, it is the value. Intercept is not. For long-term, intercept was not significant, but real DPI was significant because there is long-term relationship between these variables. For short-term, ARDL multipliers, then our object and then type. Our object is model CD, type is short term. Again, it is string. We are writing it in inverted commas. These are the coefficients for multipliers for the short term. These results we will be giving first lag selection criteria, then our model. This is the model, ARDL model, then bound self test, then coefficients summary, then not ECM, then multipliers for long term as well as for short term. Any question? Any question? Am I audible or not?
Audible, ma'am.
Yes. Any question? See, the results are same which were given by the EViews. And R is free software. With practice, we may be expert in R and we may apply, we may teach our students also R. Any question or no? Should we save the space? Session?
Yes,
save it, but I'm not going to save it presently. Yes, question from your side.
Ma'am, how to check heteroscedasticity in R?
Yes.
How to check heteroscedasticity here?
How can? I'm not
Like
getting. You may write it. There is some problem in my headphone. Okay. You may write your query.
Okay.
Any other question? Question from any other participant? How to check heteroscedasticity in R? I will be covering it today. Today is the topic on heteroscedasticity. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, today's topic is heteroscedasticity. Yes, any other question? No? Yes, I will be copying this command from R and will be writing in the file I have created for you and will be sharing with you day after tomorrow, because tomorrow will be the last day with R, but we will continue higher order models, non-linear model, will be non-linear ARDL model will be covered with R also. Clear? Should I leave now? Any query or should I leave now? No query. Thanks, Urvashi ma'am.